So I'm pretty excited about this. This is sort of the first time I've ever had my own little office, and it's really exciting. I've put in a lot of time to make this kind of like a cozy little space, somewhere where I can just plug away and work, or even just come in and tinker. But again, there's still so much work to do, and obviously, I mean, not really work to do. It's more just like, it'll slowly evolve over time. But I'm just happy that I have a dedicated space that's just like, yeah, maybe we should talk about how we got here. The first thing that I always do when I move into a new place is I change the light bulbs. As you can see here, these are 5,000 Kelvin light bulbs, and I put those in here in my office, and then I also put them in the living room. So the nice thing is that if I'm ever filming in the house, I can just set my white balance to 56 or 5,000 Kelvin, and I know what it's gonna look like. I have my desk set up, so I'm kind of excited about that, although it's very temporary because I still have to set up the new desk. I actually ordered a standing desk now, so I'm pretty pumped about that. So my chiropractor said, you gotta get a standing desk. If you're sitting at your desk all day, you gotta get a standing desk, man. I finally caved and I got one. It's one of those ones where it goes up and down, but it doesn't have the presets. It's just like up and down. And I'm okay with that because maybe we'll get a better one in the future, but I think this one should do just fine. Everything in this office has been sort of picked out. Didn't just want to go to IKEA and buy a bunch of random things. Like, I wanted everything to be pretty intentional and pretty, like, you know, complement this green wall, for instance. If you want the color code, it's right here. It's called Vine Leaf. I got it at Home Depot. I think it's a beautiful green color. It's super rich and dark. They said it was one coat. I ended up doing two because I just wanted it to be thick. There's so many cool pieces in this room. Like, for instance, these photos back here. These were photos that I got printed at my friend's print store. I actually went with a matte finish because it actually shows up way better in video and there's no reflections. And I have another video coming out just about kind of the process of printing your own photos, because that was actually a lot of fun and it's really satisfying. And I have a couple more photos just behind my desk here. As you can see, it's all very Japan themed, and I promise I'm not like Gabe Lewis from The Office.
Have you guys been watching any good Korean soap operas?
Do you think I'd like that? Or is it important to have an Asian fetish?
I think you're gonna need to have an Asian fetish. Yeah.
I just had a lot of good photos from Japan, but I might change them up because I also have some good photos from Singapore that I want to put up, but I don't know where I'm gonna put those. I might put them somewhere else. And printing is actually not as expensive as you think. I managed to get all of these prints done in like under $100, which is like pretty great because like 3 of these are huge prints. A couple really fun pieces that I managed to get in here was this tabletop right here. This is actually a really old piece of wood that my dad has had at his mill for like actually more than a decade. He's retired now, but he used to sell and distribute like really nice reclaimed wood. He would sell it to like pubs and like really high-end homes. And when he retired, he just kind of had this mill of wood that he needed to get rid of. And so he's just been kind of giving me some really nice pieces. And so my entire desktop actually is a whole nice piece of timber that he gave to me, and I made this custom desk out of it. And then that floating shelf that you see, that piece of wood dates back to like the 1970s. That's what he told me, that it was cut that long ago and it's just been sitting there. So he took it out, cut it into 3 different pieces. This piece of wood is just like, it's so nice. So yeah, I'm really excited about those pieces. And I have another floating shelf just above my desk, which I tried to align perfectly with the desk so that when I go into standing mode, it's not like hitting the top of the shelf or whatever. Everything's pretty much assembled. I also got this little cable management box so I can cable manage. Look how effing close this is. Like, it's perfectly like wide enough, but then look at that.
Literally so close. Oh God. Okay. Oh.
I have a closet now, so I can put a bunch of stuff in there. Oh, that's where all the crap goes. And I managed to set up a little charging station in there, which I'm like pumped about because I've always wanted to just get the charging and the batteries and all that just off the desk and just somewhere else. And so I can just throw it all on the desk. It's nice there. It's just really easy to grab. And the nice thing about this room is that it's pretty small, but it's like spacious enough where like I have a light right here and I have a microphone. I'm able to still sort of utilize the space, and it's not like, it doesn't feel like I'm cramped, you know what I mean? The nice thing about having your own dedicated space is that you can just leave things up. Like you don't have to take everything down if you're filming like all day or you're all week or whatever. If you've been a long time subscriber and you've kind of seen my growth, then like you've probably seen where I started and it wasn't pretty. So this is a big upgrade. Like it's a big upgrade. Shout out to Lucas, Lavi, Jada, Damon for helping me paint this room. To be honest, they probably did most of the work while I kind of just, I helped a little bit, but they just kind of came in and started doing it. And I was like, okay, it's always good to have help. And, you know, shout out to my neighbors upstairs too, who have helped me out a lot, kind of just get settled into this place. If you're ever working on like a project or something that's like a big endeavor, I just really encourage you to just like see it all the way through. And I know sometimes life gets in the way and sometimes you just sort of leave the project be and you're like, you know, I don't know if I want to keep doing it, or I just have some other stuff going on. I just encourage you to just really see it through to the end, or at least to the point where, you know, you feel like it's mostly finished. It feels so much better to kind of get it off your chest while it's like, it's fresh, and while like, even like an idea, like if you have an idea, like a video or like a project, you want to build something, then, you know, it's good to just get that out there and just really even start writing down ideas, going on Pinterest, figuring out kind of what you want it to look like. I was going to put 3 floating shelves on this wall. I had this whole idea planned. And then when I put this one up, it didn't really make sense to put the other ones up because it would just be so cluttered and everything. You adapt, you go along, and eventually you figure something out. So I'm extremely grateful for everyone who has purchased my LUTs, everyone who has subscribed to this channel, who has commented. Obviously, there's like no income coming in from YouTube yet, but I'm just hoping I can get there, you know, hopefully by the end of the year where there's like something that I can be like, whoa, this could be a thing. This could be a career. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.